Good afternoon.
Hi there, or evening here on the East Coast, the time zone in which this show is. Uh, well, we are coming to you from our respective homes. Mine being in New York City. I'm Gary Lambert. David Gans is out in Oakland, California, but all of us are in virtual form together in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So, if you want to simulate the smell-o-vision aspect, you might want to cook a pot of chocolate pudding on your stove tonight during the show, and it'll smell more like Hershey.
Damn it.
What the heck?
I thought I muted.
What's going on?
I thought I muted both my devices and they started talking to me. That's the second time I've messed that up in the history of this show. I'm so sorry.
You're hearing voices?
No, my monitor, my TV set is right next to me, and the delay, I thought I had muted both the TV and the stereo, but guess what? I didn't mute both of them. So our voices started coming at us from over here. And I apologize for that. Let's get back to what we're doing, which is introducing Nugs.net's live feed of Dead & Company from Hershey, Pennsylvania. I don't know about you, but I've been just having the greatest time on this tour. Lambert and I both arrived at set break last night with our jaws on the floor from an amazing performance of Birdsong. And then the second set blew us away even further with all kinds of good stuff. And it's been like that for the whole tour. So we're part of Nugs.net's free preview thing. They're going to show you the first song of the set for free over here on this YouTube thing. And if you like it, you can go to livedead.co or Nugs.net and sign up to buy the show, which will give you access to the entire thing in very, very high quality audio and video, including, by the way, now on this tour, 4K video. Over to you, Gary.
All right. David, I have to right a wrong from last night because as we were ending the set break, we were talking about the Toulon Vietnamese restaurant in San Francisco. Yeah. And the last words heard from me was, oh, it's totally a greasy spoon, which would sound like a pejorative. But I was going to go on to say, it's amazing. It's one of the great Vietnamese restaurants in the world. Julia Child called it her favorite restaurant in San Francisco, and who's going to argue with Julia? So I just wanted to put it, Toulon is a decrepit, sanitarily marginal, paint peeling kind of place, but the food is phenomenal. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't putting down Toulon.
I'm very glad you were able to add that bit of information. And if everybody who's watching all of the shows will know exactly what we're talking about. And if you don't, it's not that big a deal. But there's a really excellent Vietnamese restaurant in San Francisco called Toulon. We're told that the band is on stage, so we're now waiting for that magical phrase, lights out. And once they turn out the house lights, we will shut up and turn it over to the stage. And I'm looking forward to hearing what Dead & Company have to offer us this evening.
But we'll be back at set break with a very special guest. You're going to love this one.
Are we not saying who it is?
Oh, let's say who it is. Oh, it says so right below us. Branford Marsalis. Oh.
Trained professionals,
so much
kids.
For suspense.
That's
us. Anyway. Are we getting set? No house lights yet. But anyway, really looking forward to talking to Branford. He's one of my favorite people. Great musician, of course, has had some wonderful history in the Grateful Dead world, and it's going to be a blast. So come back at set break, and we'll talk about that with Branford and plenty more. We hope he's watching the set.
I hope so too. Yeah, I'm probably going to just mostly listen to that interview because I know you and Branford have plenty to say to each other, and I'm not really up to speed on all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, the band is not on stage yet. We've got some time, Gary. So let's remind the viewers that Nugs.net is offering an audio subscription package now as well that allows you unlimited access to their entire library of concert recordings, which includes everything Dead & Company has ever played on stage going back to 2016. And the Rolling Stones, Jerry Garcia Band, Wilco, Pearl Jam, huge amounts of stuff from lots and lots of artists, and a lot of obscure ones, including my own music, is available at nugs.net and the subscription service as well. So that tells you how democratic it is, from all the way up there to all the way down here. Nugs.net for that. And also that SiriusXM has a new platinum package that includes access to selections from the nugs.net library. So they would like you to go to livedead.co or nugs.net to find out more about these various things that are available from Nugsnet, subscription packages, concert, the Dead and Company tour, etc.
And I'll tell you, I think a lot of people who've been enjoying this tour are going to want to go back and listen to shows from this tour repeatedly, because there has been so much great music played. The band is really on fire. They're having a great time. I texted a little with Jeff Cometti today, and he was very enthusiastic about the way things are going. So a happy band tends to make some music that makes people happy.
He does look very happy on the. I love the way that they shoot these concerts. You get a lot of close-ups of the musicians making music. I've always enjoyed watching the hands on the fretboard and the hands on the keyboard and stuff like that, and close-ups of Mickey and Bill behind the drums. It's a lot of fun watching it, from the comfort of your couch, where you have, 8 or 10 cameras showing you all the stuff that's going on. And then they also sweep through the audience and you get to see your friends on the rail and things like that. So, and we've got good speakers, clipped speakers in our living room. So we get to hear this in first-rate audio and really, really good quality video without leaving our couches. So if you're watching this free preview, consider the possibility of buying the whole show. And by the way, if you buy the show, you have 48 hours to watch the whole thing, so you can relive it a couple of times before it expires. That's another good thing about the streaming thing.
Yeah, and think about right now in history where people are perhaps somewhat reluctant to travel or unable to travel for various reasons, COVID related or otherwise. This is a great benefit to have this in your living room. And it doesn't have to be an isolating experience. If you've got fully vaccinated friends and family, invite them over and have a dance party. I know people who've been doing that during this tour and during Phish tour, and it's a great thing. The social experience extends beyond the venues and into people's homes, and I love that.
That's very true. We've got a friend here with us this evening. We've ordered dinner in, and we're going to enjoy the entire show together. And just the other night, Rita and I walked down the street to Blair and Regan's house and watched the whole show with them. Actually, after I finished I had to come back up here to do my between sets thing with you, but it's really fun to watch it with other people, yes. And to dance with other people in your living room.
And there's also the online social experience where people are going on to social media and commenting on the show as it goes and saying, wasn't that amazing? What a great version of Cumberland Blues. I will pick that one out because holy crap, what a great version of Cumberland Blues that was last night.
Yeah, I noticed there's a set list thread on Reddit and I went over there and took a look at it and watching, people are commenting on the tour. You can do that in any little group of, just you and your friends in a text chain or whatever. It's fun to share the observations with people. It's true. And I agree with you about this tour. I feel like I've gone back and reviewed a lot of the shows, pulling stuff to play on my radio show and all. And I do find that this music stands up to repeated engagements, especially in the jamming. That's the hardest part to do, right? And I really like that Birdsong again last night. There were whole stretches of music unlike any I'd ever heard people doing in that song before, and it has to do with John Mayer's growing mastery of this songbook and the band's growing affinity for one another after all these years of playing together.
Yeah, they're really exemplifying a felicitous phrase that I first heard from Bruce Hornsby, where he says, I don't think of it as jamming. I think of it as creating new compositional moments. And this music is full of new compositional moments where someone will play a figure that everyone else will pick up on and build almost a new song within a song of it. And that's something I've always loved about Grateful Dead music. And these guys are hitting that consistently.
Yeah, there's a thing that happens late in the versions of Franklin's Tower we've been hearing lately, where they sort of slow things down and open up the feel and do that thing that almost reminds you of that Mind Left Body jam from the '70s, right? Those kind of things. And there was a really sweet new intro to Jack Straw. We're hearing the band is like really stretching out and opening up and finding new places to converse with one another inside these songs. And that is the stuff, man. That's what I came to the Grateful Dead for in 1972. And that's why I'm so thrilled to hear it being played so well today by these guys.
Yeah. Speaking of these guys, the latest word that we got was none of them are on stage yet, but that's okay because they will be soon. And yeah, what David just said, and the great thing about this band is anyone can take the initiative to throw a new idea out there. It isn't band leader and side people ever. Like everybody's a leader and everybody's a responder. There was a saying in the Grateful Dead world: everybody's soloing and nobody's soloing. Because there are spontaneous bits of musical creation happening that anyone else can respond to and can move everything in a different direction. I look forward to talking about this aspect of it with Branford because he knows the wisdom of having a long-term musical relationship with people. He's had his own band together for, I think, a couple of decades now. And through that, you cultivate a common language and a way of communicating that you really can't get any other way.
But he can also tell us about his experience of walking onto a stage full of total strangers playing a whole collection of music that he was not familiar with. And he made himself instantly at home with it, such that all that music was eventually released and they played together again subsequently. The magic of Branford Marsalis stepping up onto the stage with the Grateful Dead in '89, that in March of '89, that night, that is one of the greatest moments in Grateful Dead history, just because of the way a guy with one immense world of music stepped into another immense world of music and made himself at home instantly.
Was it 89 or 90?
90, you're right, March of 90.
Yeah.
I don't know. It all blurs together after a while.
It's all one big year. Anyway, so we're looking forward to the guys getting on stage. No one is looking forward to the guys getting on stage more than we are, but I'm sure the people in Hershey, Pennsylvania are looking forward to it as well.
We're using a hashtag on Twitter to collect comments and questions from people. No guarantee that any of them will get used, but we're hoping to at least get some input from people. DAWLG, that stands for Dead Air with Lambert Gans. If you have comments or anything, I don't think we're going to need listener questions for Branford because Lambert has this interview completely staked out, I'm sure. But we'd love to hear your comments and know that you're following along with us. And once again, we're doing this on nugs.net for the people who've already paid for the stream and also as part of the free sample that they put up on YouTube, youtube.com/nugsnet. And by the way, all of the interviews we've already done are archived in the nugsnet section of YouTube. And so you can go back and revisit the interviews we've already done if you missed any of those. But if you come on board and buy the show during the second set, you still get access to the first set. You have the whole show for 48 hours to watch it again and again before it expires.
And I will say we have been very fortunate in the quality and eloquence of the guests we've been able to get on so far. We hit the ground running with Don Was. We had our friends and fellow Deadheads and journalists, Blair Jackson and Regan McMahon. Really loved talking to Michaela Davis the other night. Cameron Sears from the Rex Foundation.
Yeah, and we've got some fun people lined up for future events as well. We're doing this every night of the Dead and Company tour, so we'll be doing a halftime interview on every one of the shows that remains, except on those nights when the weather forces them to cancel the set break, which happened once already.
Right, and then the first night there was a shortened set break, so we bumped Don Was from opening night to the second night of the tour. We were ready for pretty much any eventuality that they throw at us. This is our last night for a few days, though. The band is actually taking a longer than usual break between shows. I believe they reconvene on September 2nd, so there's a few nights off.
That's right.
So we'll make the most of this one, and we wish the band a well-earned little respite, and then they will come back swinging, I'm sure. And they'll be moving into the Midwest in the near future. So plenty of great stuff coming up, and we are looking forward to bringing it to you.
And the little break for Dead and Company means that I can resume my daily live performances at my scheduled time. Tomorrow I'll be on at 3 o'clock, and I think, Monday I'm going to be playing at 3 o'clock with Mark Karen live from a recording studio out here. But I've been playing a live set on Facebook every day since April 4th, since I've been stuck at home, and I figured I had to do something to keep music happening. It's been really, really fun to do. And I've gotten to go out and play in front of people a few times, but mostly I'm staying home and playing, and it's been great. Change the subject.
That's actually been a great characteristic of this past year and a half. If there can be a silver lining to the weirdness we've been through, people have found new ways to reach out with their music and to enjoy other people's music. And of course, we got that wonderful little series of live streams from Bobby Weir from TRI Studios with the Wolf Bros, and then the expanded Wolf Bros with the Wolf Pack. And that, I think, is going to be a major part of Bobby's musical future in the coming months once Dead and Co, excuse me. No, I like Dead and Company. It's Wolf Bros and Dead and Company.
That's right.
I get my abbreviations bollocksed, but anyway.
Did you notice that certain members of the band called it Wolf Brothers the other night? I'm not so sure that it's a hard and fast rule that it's just Wolf Bros. But anyway, we may get to see some more Billy and the Kids as well. Those guys did some great live streaming events during this time. And the COVID thing is getting weird again, and it may some of the acts have already had to reschedule some dates. Various tours have been canceled because the Delta variant is causing upset and unsafe conditions in various places. So we're all hoping for safety and sanity for all, especially for those of us who love live music and really, really, really miss the opportunity to be out there with other people, hugging and stuff like that.
Yeah, this isn't about ideology. It's about common sense. It's about concern for your neighbors. Wanting to keep as many people as healthy as possible. And the numbers are showing that the places where the compliance is highest are the places that are coming closer to flattening the curve with this surge that's happened with the Delta variant. So please, if you are considering going to shows, follow all the protocols, assure that everyone will have the best possible time under the safest possible conditions, please.
Yes, we need that for the good of all, and also so that we can return to our life of celebrating communally in front of stages from coast to coast. It's what we love the most. Oh my God, that rhymed. I'm getting punchy, Gary.
That's okay. It's you could become a freestyle rapper in your old age. But anyway, we are waiting for the band to go on stage. We're told they're only moments away, but we've been told that before. We can only trust so far.
I will say nice things about O'Teal Burbridge while we're killing time here. He had a birthday this week. He's been playing magnificently as always and singing beautifully too. They've given him a lovely little collection of the sweeter of Jerry tunes to sing, and it's been really, really wonderful to hear him in those spots. And his playing is so right on the money as well. Yeah,
just an incredible asset to this band, but every member of the band is an incredible asset to this band, and they feed off each other in amazing and surprising ways. The core guys, the founders. Oh, lights! That magic word. Enjoy the show, everybody.
See you at break time, everybody. Have a good show.
Mosquitoes on the river, fish are rising up like birds. Been hot for 7 weeks now, too hot to even speak now. Did you hear what I just heard? See, it might have been a fiddle, or it could have been the wind. Seems to be a beat now. I can feel it in my feet. Here it come again. There's a band out on the highway. The high's tipping out of town. Some rainbow full of sound. Rainbow full of sound. It's fireworks, combined a piece of clown. My Jehovah's favorite choir. People joining hand in hand, where the music plays the band. They're setting us on fire. Crazy rooster crow at midnight. Balls of lightning roll on. Old men sing about their dreams. Women laugh, children scream. They keep playing on. Keep on dancing through the daylight. Dancing through the daylight now. Greet the morning in song. No one's noticed the beds are packed and gone. Was it ever there at all? Keep on dancing. Crop. Fields are full of dancing, full of singing and romancing. Music never stops. stop. Never stop, never stop, no, 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 never stop.
Nobody cares.
Talk and take it slow. Or I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I wanna know. Love to me is a word to say, rolls right off the tongue. Keep you crop up like a weed, most ever's on the sun.
Easy answers.
Oh, it sounds so easy when it fall upon the ear.
Easy answers.
You know it is, wanna listen to me here.
Easy answers.
Find them anywhere.
Easy answers.
But there ain't no nothing there.
Easy answers.
Talk and take it slow. Or I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, wanna listen, shut your eyes and listen to the colors of your mind. let your soul unwind. You don't have to say a word if you got dick to say. No, I never said there's gonna be an easy way. Get them while they're hot. And then look at what you got. Go up and take it slow. I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, no, 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 no. minute, wait. Ain't nobody cares. It's some get 'em while they're high. And then look at what you got. Talking, take it slow, or I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, no, no, no. Never stop now. Never stop now. Never stop now. Never stop. Never stop now. Never stop now. Never stop now. Never stop now. Never stop.